Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm excited to play with you today. Hi, Robin. We are going to play, I'm going to try to conquer 3 cards in just a short amount of time. I want to show you just how to get 3 cards out of just a few different products for Valentine's Day. All right, we are going to switch over to our other camera. Okay, so the star of our show today is going to be this die. This is called Hearts. I'm sure if you've been with following BrutusMonroe for very long, you may already have this in your collection. It's been around for a little bit, but it is one of those classic dies that you can use a zillion times over. And then what I had in mind when I created these projects was I'm not a very good cropper. If I don't have something in mind when I go to a crop, or if I, like we did a Zoom, I know some of you guys were there. If I don't have a project ahead of time, I don't get a lot accomplished because I like to socialize. What was that?
Seal says hi.
Hi, Seal. So I wanted to have something that would be something you could just sit down and just, this is something you could do really easily with just a few products. So we're going to make a little set of 3 Valentine cards today. And we are going to use this die. We are going to use 3 different colors of Distress Oxide. I've got Tattered Rose, Worn Lipstick, and Candied Apple. And we are obviously going to use our little blending tool. And then we are going to use some of the Perfect Blend alcohol marker cardstock. Now this comes in several different ways. You can get it in the card panel size, which I have here, the A2 size. And then this one is pre-cut card bases. These are for slimline cards, they're not scored or anything, but you can fold them and then they become the card base. Also, you can get it in the 8.5 by 11 size. But today we're going to go with just the little card size panels. And I went ahead and pre-cut some of our panels out. We've got 2 of these we're going to use. And then I've got 3 panels for our cards. And then I've just got a couple of card bases. So here's the thing on these. These are going to be fairly basic, and depending on the way you embellish your cards, you could go all out and go even crazier. But I purposely kind of wanted to keep mine simple, which is kind of a struggle for me sometimes. So you'll have to see what you think when we get to that point. But the first part, let's do first. I'm going to show you something that will give you 2 major components of 2 of the cards in one shot. So we are just going to tape down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line these up. And then I'm just going to tape the bottom and work my way down. I don't need a whole lot. I just need to kind of keep it in place. The purple tape would be great for this. I struggle with that purple tape. I know it's user error. I know there's something I'm not doing. I know I'm not pushing hard enough or something to get the pressure activated, but because I'm live, I decided to just keep it simple and go with the stickier tape. Okay, so I'm going to do kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It just left my brain. With the graduated color, darker to lighter. I know the name, but it is left. That's not the word I'm looking for. I have a total brain cramp on that. But we're going to start with our darkest color, which is the Candied Apple.
Ombre.
Ombre! Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Robin, you saved me. Thank you so much. That is what I should just deem live brain, where all those words that I use all the time just kind of leave. Kind of like when you go to introduce your friend that you've known like for 20 years and all of a sudden their name escapes you. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Okay. So you can go as dark as you want. You can keep layering that color. I think we're pretty good on that.
What's that color?
This is Candied Apple. And now I'm going to move on to, this one is called Worn Lipstick. And by the way, I know this is not a new tip, and this is not even my tip. I've seen it several places, but I just ordered some little round Velcro, self-adhesive Velcro, and I'm just going to Velcro mine right on the bottom so that I don't have to use a bazillion of these trying to guess which color it is and risk muddying up my ink pads. And then this one is called Worn Lipstick, which I think is a super cute name for an ink.
Jen said it's not just you. I think that's the brain fart stuff.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Jen. Thank you for making me feel better. All right. And then obviously we're going to want to peel our tape off so we don't have a big white mark like that. There we go. Now we'll move on to, maybe we'll do a little bit lower. Now we'll move on to our last color, which is the Tattered Rose. I'll keep that tape on at the bottom until I'm ready to get all the way down there. Trust me, I need as much help as I can get if I'm trying to just keep it all lined up and stabilized. I am having fun with this oxide ink. I really like the way it's just, it blends really nice on this, especially on this paper. And this is the, like I said, the perfect blend paper. So it's wonderful for blending your mediums on it. And there's just, I like the colors that are available too. Just pretty. Almost got it. All right, so now we've got two pieces that we can use. And these are going to go on two different cards, obviously. Otherwise, I don't know that it would have made any sense. And then we are going to prepare our last kind of colorful piece for our panel here. So this is just a super silly, simple background that we're going to make right now. And sometimes those are my favorites. Sometimes you just kind of want to play and you just want to create, but you might not have the time to do anything too crazy. So I'll show you what this one is going to be, and you're going to kind of laugh. So I don't know if you've ever done this before, but if you just use the edge of your ink pad, you can do some kind of fun things. I've seen some really cool things where you can like fan out and do some cool things, but I like this kind of rough stroke that it makes. And we are just going to do a bunch of that.
Gina says so pretty on the other cards.
Isn't that a pretty blend? I like that too, Gina. Thank you. And super simple. And we're just going to kind of, there's not really a lot of rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. Just going across. That part needs a little bit more. And then we'll put on, I probably should have done it lighter to darker, but I didn't. So we'll go with what is. Now I've got the Tattered Rose color. And now, I don't even mind that. I think that's kind of fun. But we are going to just kind of wet it a little bit. Kind of let that color run a little bit. Just kind of loosen it.
Donna said I like the background, never seen this technique before.
Just a simple, easy, fun way to do it. So let me tell you, when I dry these, if I do a lot of spraying on my cards, I'm sure, again, this isn't just me. This is something a lot of people do. But I like to use, I've got a couple of really big stamp blocks. Don't look at mine. Mine are really dirty right now. Kind of embarrassed. And I will usually use something like a paper towel, or sometimes I'll use my microfiber cloth. It works really good for this. But I will just kind of lay it out. And I will probably lay one on the top too, just because then the moisture will absorb more into that. And then I'll just put another block on top and go and do something else and come back to it. Also, I don't like to wait around too long for this kind of thing. I don't have the patience. I should, because patience is a virtue, and usually good things come to those who wait, and all the rest of the cliches. But, but I will show you, I did get a toy for Christmas. Thank you, Darren.
You're welcome.
I love this thing. This is the Heat It craft tool. And if you've ever seen any of my videos, I hate to use the embossing when I do them because they're so loud. But listen, this is so quiet. See, I can still talk and you're not like, what?
Michelle says hi.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining today. I really like this, and I like the way that it distributes the heat. So this is one of my favorite things that I have recently acquired. Thanks to Darren. I got it for Christmas. But anyway, we're going to move on. I did do one of these ahead of time so that you wouldn't have to wait around.
Inger says hi.
Who said hi?
Inger?
Inger?
I-N-G-E-R.
Hi, Inger.
I think I'm saying that right. I'm going to say that right.
I hope we're not butchering your name. I hope we got it right. Okay, so you can see they're pretty much the same type of thing. Oh, Gina, you won't regret it. I love mine. So the fun thing now is we're just going to layer these. So I cut out a couple more. I cut out, well, at least one more. We've got our white. We can put right on top of that. And I love these kind of dies anyway because it's fun to do little stripes. You can just layer pieces of paper or whatever. These are great for so many things. But we're just going to, we're going to glue this onto this one. And I'm just going to kind of catch the edges of this. And you can see how fast you can make these cards. And this is great if you want to visit when you're crafting, whether you're Zooming with your friends or what you're doing. It's been kind of fun to see what people come up with to stay social during these kind of crazy times. I think we crave that connection, and I think it's important we find those ways to connect. Okay. And I have to tell you that Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays. I never think of it as just a romantic holiday. I kind of love the thought of just appreciating the people in our lives that we love. And I didn't glue that particularly perfectly, which is going to bug me. I'm going to try not to mess too much with it, but that will take some self-discipline. Get my adhesive eraser. I got a little glue on the outside. Okay. So I may have to trim that up just a little bit, but we're going to glue that to the front. And I'm going to try to just ignore that edge for a minute. And let's see. I'm going to use some tissue tape. And I'm talking a lot. Sorry, I need to leave more time for you guys to talk.
No one's saying anything so far. I've been told you everything. So.
Also, if you want to share this post, I think I will give the cards away today. So I'm making 3, so that's 3. There'll be 3 winners. If you want a Valentine, go ahead and share and comment that you've shared. Okay. So we're just going to add that to our card base. And then another thing that BrutusMonroe has that I think a lot of us forget, it's something that gets overlooked sometimes when you see all the new product, you forget that he has a lot of really cool digital files, and they're very, very reasonable. And I wanted a sentiment for this, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go look and see what there is. So I have to show you all of the really cute digital files. So let me just first give you a little preview of the cards. So I would just put that on its card base. That would be good to go. And then this one I would just leave it on the white. But I did already make these 2 cards. So we'll finish this one and then I'll show you the other 2 after. And also I do want to point out, when you do use your die, save your little hearts. You can use these for a shaker. They're perfect for that. If nothing else, they're really cute to just put in your envelope when you send a card. It's kind of a fun way to greet your friends. Okay, so where are my pieces? Oh, there we go. So the first one I will show you is this cute, I don't know what they're called there, and you might have to tell me. This one is the one that has the O as a heart.
That one is called...
What would I do?
Love Heart Title.
Okay, Love Heart Title is what this one is called. And what we're going to do with this one, and also I will show you, I cut out, it has 3 different things you can cut out. You can cut out this layer, and then you do have the option of using another layer to do the insides of the letters, but I wanted to keep mine kind of simple.
Jen said she keeps forgetting about the digital thanks reminder, and Gina said that would look amazing too with glitter or foil paper underneath.
Absolutely, I agree with that, and you are welcome. I know there are so many cute ones over there. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. I love it. Wasn't even trying to be goofy, but it worked out. I really don't have to try to be goofy. I come by it naturally. Right, Darren?
Yep.
Okay, so then we'll go on to our little darker color, which is the worn lipstick. And honestly, because these are kind of delicate, I think I'm just going to sponge them. Not so much rub in the ink as just kind of do it like sponging.
Robin
that way.
She believes the cut files are free to subscribers.
You know, Robin, I think you're right. I was a little nervous to say anything because I wasn't completely sure. So I think you're right, though. I'm glad I'm not the only one that was kind of thinking that. So yeah, if you're a subscriber, the cut files may even be free. Check it out. I'm not absolutely positive, but I think so.
Gina asked if you are teaching for the staycation in February.
You know, Gina, I just might be. I just might be teaching a class. Hopefully I will see you there. Okay, so we've got our little title pretty well taken care of now. And then look how cute. Super simple, but watch how cute it is when you put it up against the background.
Donna says that's awesome.
Isn't that the best?
I'm not sure if it's referring to your teaching or the title. That meant, but...
Well, thank you either way, Donna. Darren wasn't sure which thing you were referring to, but thank you for your support. Okay, so I am going to just kind of mess around with this one. I hope you don't mind if I'm kind of experimenting while we're hanging out. I usually am a little bit nervous to do that, but I don't think this is going to be too complicated. So I think...
work, she said.
All right, so let's put this little guy on there. Again, just use a little piece of scrap from my alcohol ink paper. So I'm going to double up on my adhesive squares on this just because I kind of want it to stand out further than this other piece. And then I was going to do, this is the part that's experimental, so bear with me because this could go several different ways. So I wanted it to just have a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to use some of these.
Talk about the foam tab.
Oh, I did want to say, so I'm just using foam squares, but if you watched Christopher's live last night, there is a really cool new product. It's foam. What is it called, Darren? Foam?
Easy Tab foam dots.
Easy Tab foam dots, and they look amazing. So the little backings come off way easier, and they come in, you can get a roll of 100 or you can get a roll of 500, but they look amazing. They also come in black. They come in white and black, and they are a BrutusMonroe product, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what we think of this.
Gina said that
Okay, that's a little too high.
Lily thinks Christopher and you are friends now.
Of course we are.
They're her friends. She thinks that you guys are her friends.
Lily, you are my friend. I love that. Okay, so I think I actually, if I had it to do over, so you guys get to see, you know what, I'm just going to pull them off. It's early enough, woo, because nobody looks at the back of your card, right? I think we want not so high. Now that I've got it placed with this, I think we just want to go with a single layer of foam. Do over. I just know what I will be able to live with and what I won't, and I wasn't liking that. I think that needs to be down here. Yep, I like that much better. Okay, so now I have these sequins, and I can't remember if they came in the inspiration box in December or they might have been the holiday traditions, but I don't see them on the website sold separately. But I just, if you got either of those boxes, that's where these came from. And I'm just going to use a couple of these little red ones.
Donna says creative process at its best.
Ah, Donna, you are so sweet. All right, so there is our first card. And so I'm going to show you the other digital files that I used, and then I'll show you the cards that I made with them. So this one is one of my favorites. I really like this one too. I keep saying that, but I like them all. Look how cute that is. And so this one...
It was a holiday box.
Okay, it was the holiday traditions box. Okay. So this one, what I did, instead of coloring the outline, I colored the background. And so I will show you how that turned out. And I also, this one I used our heart panel. And then on this last one, oh, what is that one called, honey?
Love 3 Times.
Love 3 Times is the name of this SVG, digital cutting file. And then the last one, what's this last one called?
Love Text.
This one's called Love Text. And you've got...
Jen says that Love 3 Times is great.
Reminds me, isn't that a Doors song? Love Me 3 Times?
I have no clue.
I think it is. Okay, so you can kind of get the idea there. And on that one, I colored the, well, I'll just show you. On that one, I colored the letters and then just put the white on the top. So any combination, I mean, this is your card. You'll be able to create your own ending. And I know this paper right now. I love this this grid paper. It's great for stuff like this when you're doing a lot of blending and stuff. But I am going to take it off because it's, you can see the cards a little bit better if I do it this way. And so now you've got this cute little set of cards that you could send the set, or you could send them individually.
Donna said it's a Doors song.
Okay, I thought so. Super easy. Look how quick those came together too. And I mean, granted I had the 2 assembled, but you saw the process. You saw how easy it was to make the backgrounds and stuff. And like I said, you can go as crazy as you want with your embellishments, or you can keep them really simple. But I think this is just a fun little set of cards. Any questions or anything? I covered everything. Oh, I should point out, I used the Circle Foundation die there.
Michelle said with the last one, did you blend before die cutting?
You know what? I didn't, but you could. On the last one, if you wanted to, you could blend before, but I did it after, and I didn't have any trouble doing it. So again, if you've got little things like this, it's easier if you just kind of sponge it. And these work really great for that. Well, I think we've about covered that. Let me flip.
Jen said they all turned out great.
Oh, thank you so much, Jen. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Anything fun? Do you have any fun Valentine traditions? I was just going to show you also, if you want to give them as a little gift, just super simple to just wrap them up, put your little envelopes behind them, tie a little bow. I mean, seriously, how easy is that? And you've got a little gift. These would be a great like teacher gift or something. But I am going to try to send more cards out this year. That is one of my goals, is to send more out.
Michelle said, I was wondering if you had blended little hearts for a shaker.
No, but I thought of that too. That would be a really good idea, especially for like this one. If you were to blend this all out and then die cut it, that would be perfect for that. Because then you'd have all those cute blended hearts. I would do both sides. That way, if you're doing a shaker, you won't have the white showing on one side of the heart.
Donna said, I love how quick you're able to make such pretty cards.
Yeah, it's so nice when you can come up with something quick and easy. I tend to be one of those people who just takes my time and gets kind of wrapped up in it, but sometimes you don't have that luxury. Sometimes you just need to crank them out. And especially if you want to, I don't know about you, but I just am feeling that urge that I just want to stay connected more and have more of that physical connection through the mail than just the text and the emails. It's nice to be able to get something physical and give something physical in the mail. All right, well, I'm going to flip you guys back to my other view. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to crafting with you again next week, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay safe and be well. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.